a warm welcome to another edition of To The Point. Amidst a climate of rising intolerance, there has been a high decibel debate inside the House. Are the political parties contented with the government's reply on the intolerance debate, and which way the politics would be heading from now on? Joining me now is NCP General Secretary Mr. Tariq Anwar. Welcome, sir, on To The Point. Let me begin by asking you, the debate in the last 2 days which we have seen on the rising intolerance, would you see this as a very special moment in the history of Parliament? Because on one side we say that the Indian Constitution is known for its plurality, its unity, and then there you have one moment where you are discussing intolerance inside the House. Would you see this as some kind of an irony?
Of course. 2 days before we discuss a Constitution of India on the 125th anniversary of late Baba Saheb Ambedkar.
Right.
In that debate, we also discuss all aspects of the Constitution and what Baba Saheb wanted to give this nation, and what was his ambition and what was his dream. And after 2 days again we discuss the intolerance, growing intolerance in our society and our country. So, of course, I think it is a agony for us that after independence, 68 years independence, we are still discussing intolerance and this type of issues.
But Mr. Anwar, when you talk about intolerance or when the opposition parties talk about intolerance, let us not get into the isolated incidents which have happened in the past, which of course have been painted as a generalized scenario. But according to you, what is intolerance? Are you talking about an ideological intolerance? Are you talking about a certain untouchability which probably has pervaded in politics? How would you really see it?
Actually, the people are very much concerned about the behavior of the government and particularly the Prime Minister.
Okay.
Because when this type of things were happening,
right,
people were expecting from the Prime Minister.
And when you say these type of incidents which were happening, you're particularly pointing out at incidents like Dadri.
Yeah, Dadri and death of a Karnataka writer.
Right, Mr.
Kalburgi.
Yeah.
And this type of so many incidents has taken during last 6 months or 1 year, you can say maximum. But the Prime Minister never spoke against these things, what is happening. And naturally, everybody was expecting that in every issue, the Prime Minister is giving his opinion.
But Mr. Rajnath Singh, when he spoke in the House, he did say that it's not required of the Prime Minister to speak on each and every incident in the House.
No, not every, but this type of things are going on, continuous. Then at least he should ask his party members, his cabinet colleagues, that they should restrain when they speak something. They should think that what will be the effect of their version. So, I think the general people are expecting that something should come from the higher place.
But that didn't happen. So do you think that the end result of this entire intolerance debate in the House was a big cipher? Because the opposition parties walked out. You were not contented with Rajnath Singh's reply because he went on mentioning the fact that it was an artificial campaign. It was a manufactured campaign which was solely with the sole objective of tarnishing the image of the government.
No, this is not correct position. And I think in a large number of writers, scientists, awardees, and prominent, you can say, citizen of this country, they surrendered their awards and they wanted to return their rewards. Why? We should think over this. They are not a party.
So, but what
they are
happens
not
now?
allied to any political party.
Right.
They have an independent view, and they are a prominent figure of this country.
But what happens now that Rajnath Singh has already extended an olive branch to the writers, to the historians, to the scientists, saying that he's ready to talk, and he's going on harping on the fact that tolerance is in the veins of the NDA government. Would the writers, would the historians, would the scientists be ready for a talk now? Because I spoke to a few writers who had returned their rewards. They were saying that it's a politics of obviously symbolism, some kind of a symbol which was reflecting the message which they wanted to send out to the government. But they are not ready to talk across the table, sitting with the government.
Actually, there was the attitude of the government. I think they are not getting any response from the government.
Right.
And that's why they have decided, because they think behind this intolerance, the government is also supporting those people who are creating this problem.
Okay.
And when you will see, in every problem, every incident, which is happened in the different places of the country, you will find that somehow the government or BJP is behind this.
So you probably are hinting at the fact that the Prime Minister should have condemned those ministers and those MPs who spoke on the communal lines. He should have said something about them. He should have condemned their statements. Did you want something on that line?
Yes.
The Prime Minister saying that?
I think Prime Minister is the head of the state.
Right.
And everybody expects from him that in any crisis, he will come forward.
Okay.
But he is tweeting every issues. If you will see that in the a single day, he tweets so many things. And sometimes he welcomes, sometimes he give instruction, condemn. But he never spoke against this intolerance. And when the things are taking a different view, I think he should come forward and he should say to the his party members at least that you are not doing well, because his agenda was development.
But what happens from now on? 2 days were wasted on the debate of intolerance, if I could say, because the opposition was not contented with the reply of the Home Minister. Home Minister maintained its stance that they are a tolerant party, and Narendra Modi ji is the biggest victim of intolerance.
No, this is not correct. Actually, we were not satisfied with the Home Minister Rajnath Singh ji's reply.
Okay.
The entire opposition almost they walk out because he was not giving the exact reply what during the discussion what opposition has raised. He was not replying those questions. That's why we have decided to walk out.
So how will you address the issue now? Are you going to maintain the heat? Are you going to keep up the heat of intolerance as what we have seen over the past 2 months almost? Are you going to keep...
Now Prime Minister has given a statement, both the houses.
Right.
And I'm sure that after his statement, people, particularly his BJP people, they will take it seriously. And in future, because it will affect our economy also. If there will be this feeling, then people who are coming from the other countries who want to invest in India, they will think that the situation and the atmosphere is not good.
But do you believe
cordial.
Do you believe Mr. Anwar, that BJP is trying to put up a double face, that it's trying to please the hardliners as well. It's trying to maintain a warmer side with the softer elements. How do you really assess BJP's stance at the moment?
Actually, BJP always, when you will see the history of the BJP,
Right.
you will find that during Atal Bihari Vajpayee's time, also Vajpayee's was he
You try to maintain a balance between
and
the
then
two
his
groups.
image was like a moderate image. He was taking everybody with him, and at the same time, at that time, Advaniji's image was that he is a hardliner.
Okay.
He is leading the hardliners in the BJP.
Okay.
So I think same thing is happening now also. Prime Minister is not giving any statement. He is keep quiet. But at the same time, his colleagues, his party functionaries, they are giving statements.
Okay.
And they are not, I think I can say, they are doing good service to the nation and to the party also.
But some would say that that's the kind of politics which BJP practices. But on that note, I'll have to take a break here. On the other side, when we come back, we talk about the Mahagathbandhan and how Bihar is going to contribute on the future politics. Back in a moment. Welcome back. You're watching To The Point with NCP General Secretary, Mr. Tariq Anwar. Mr. Anwar, many people are talking about the fact that politics of intolerance has been actually a gift from the Bihar elections. The way the parties came together, and obviously some incidents which came up, and then it gave rise to a politics of intolerance, which parties had not expected earlier at the beginning when the campaign started. Would you agree to this?
To some extent, because of course the position at that time, or you can say the Mahagathbandhan allies, they were not so much united, and they were thinking that it is very difficult to get majority in Bihar. But when this type of things are coming, every day, almost every day, something was happening at the national level, some in different states, and that was adding votes to Mahagathbandhan.
Okay.
And ultimately, we have seen that the result is in favor of the Mahagathbandhan, because people of Bihar, they have decided that they will not vote for BJP, because BJP's policy is dividing and to divide the society, and they want.
Right. So you would say that the climate of intolerance helped the opposition parties to at least come together and take on the Modi Rath.
Yeah. I think it helps a lot to the opposition and Mahagathbandhan particularly, and the entire population of the Bihar. They think that if Modi will come back, or the BJP will win in Bihar election, they will not change their attitude.
Okay.
So it is necessary to change the behavior and the attitude of the BJP. They should be defeated.
But when Bihar results came, all the opposition parties spoke in one vein, and they said that now they will come together against the Moditwa. That is one stance which they had taken. But every election would not be a Bihar election. There are elections coming up in so many states, first being Assam, which again is a very caste-centric and religion-centric state where you would find various kinds of dynamics being played out. How do you think that the opposition parties would really come together on the basis of issues, on the basis of the politics which is going to be played out?
I think Bihar has given a good example.
Okay.
and naturally other state will also try to follow the Bihar formula.
Okay.
And because in the last
So
look,
what you are hinting at is that the Bihar Mahagathbandhan, you are
yeah,
seeing this as becoming taller day by day as elections are approaching in other states?
because in the last Lok Sabha election, you will find
Right.
that BJP got only 31% votes.
Right.
And they got the absolute majority. So, because at that time the opposition were divided
Okay.
among so many parts. But in the Bihar Assembly election, the opposition was almost united. So, they got the benefit of their unity.
Okay.
So, they will not, in other states also, they are thinking on that line, and it will help anti-BJP forces to come together and to give a strong fight.
So do you think that the formation of this anti-Modi bloc which you're talking about, do we see the beginnings of a larger battle in 2019 where probably it's going to be an anti-Modi versus bloc versus Narendra Modi? It would be too early to say that, but do you see the beginnings?
I think so, because the things are moving that direction only.
Okay.
And because previously you can see in Bihar is the best example,
Right.
that in the Lok Sabha election, Nitish was against Lalu Yadav, Lalu Yadav was against Nitish Kumar, and the Congress was with Lalu Yadav. So, but during this election, Vidhan Sabha election, everybody came together and they forget all their differences.
Okay.
So, it benefited to them. So, this formula I think will work other states also.
But we saw the unholy forces coming together and making up an holy alliance just to defeat one particular force, and that is the Modi force.
No, it is I think just it is not an individual fight against any individual.
Right.
It is a fight against the ideology.
Right.
What Narendra Modi ji is representing.
Right.
So, it is a ideological fight.
Okay. So it's purely an ideological fight, that's what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
But how does it play out?
All secular forces are coming together.
Okay.
And BJP and their allies, I mean NDA,
Right.
they are together. So, it is an ideological fight.
But do you think that BJP has learned its lessons from Bihar? Because talking particularly about Assam elections, in Assam, the BJP leaders have been talking about, giving the citizenship to the Hindu migrants from Bangladesh, for example. That's just one example to talk about. So again, there's a religion, the politics of religion, which is being played out in a state like that, which is poll bound. I mean, just about 5 months down the line, you have elections in that state.
I think BJP should learn lesson from the Bihar.
Okay.
This religious politics will not work for a long time. Of course, India is a same time a secular country, and same time everybody is has a faith in some religion.
Okay.
So, if they will try again this type of politics, and they will try to you can say together people with the religion slogan or religious sentiment, I think it will be difficult for them in future.
Okay.
Because now people are, particularly the young generation, they want employment, they want development, they want a good, a bright future. So, if they will not provide, because
but when BJP says that it's only talking about development, it's the only party which is espousing the cause of development, and it's the other forces which are not allowing that development to be played out?
No, I think they deviated from their original slogan,
Okay.
development.
Okay.
And that's why people has given lesson.
What do you think is the reason that they deviated from development?
Because they think that religious is a religious slogan is easy for them, because everybody.
But somewhere down the line, do you feel that BJP somewhere is helpless because it's the parent, the ideological parent, RSS, which is dictating them, and BJP probably is not like that? Would you say that
BJP is the RSS political face? It is clear. It is not a. It is very obvious. Everybody knows that behind the curtain is RSS, and RSS is running the show. So naturally, RSS will not allow BJP to go a liberal path. They will always try that Hindutva should, BJP should go with the Hindutva slogan or that way.
Right. But Mr. Tariq Anwar, now that the winter session is on, there are so many issues which are pending. How are the parties going to unite as far as GST is concerned, as far as land acquisition bill is concerned? There's so many pending issues. How would you see the politics playing out inside the House?
Actually, particularly GST bill, I think
Congress seems to be the only isolated party at the moment, because TMC
Congress is also agree. Congress has given a official statement also. Their official stand is very clear.
Okay.
Of course, they have given some.
They're talking about some 2-3 amendments which need to be brought.
If they will accept, the government will accept that amendment, Congress will also support. But of course, we entire opposition, except I think left.
But the internal reports say that there's some kind of tit for tat politics is being played out between BJP and Congress at the moment, because UPA brought the bill and BJP in the former tenure did not allow GST, they blocked GST. So do you see that happening, the tit for tat politics also being played out?
Of course, it is happened in the politics, because BJP in the last, you can say the UPA 2, they never allow to that government run smoothly. And all the issues, they always create problem in the House, and they created problem. So naturally, this time the Congress and other oppositions party, they will feel that we will not give them a, you can say, a free path.
But Mr. Tariq Anwar, one last question before we wind up the show. You're a senior leader. You've seen incidents like partition. You've seen emergency. You've seen various riots which broke out in various parts of the country. Do you see some kind of a role reversal as far as the parties are concerned, when they are in the opposition and when they are at the center, they are on the governing side? Do you see a sudden role reversal?
Unfortunately, it happens. Actually, people are, when they in the government, their attitude is different. When they in the opposition, their attitude is different. It is happening. It is, nobody can say.
That's a mantra of politics, that
you
say.
You can say this is a mantra of politics, and same time, because in politics, every party wants say that they should get more, you can say, support or weight.
So that's a fight for political relevance.
Political relevance.
How they would stay politically relevant. That's an important point. And on that note, thank you very much, Mr. Tariq Anwar, for coming here on To The Point. So that was Mr. Tariq Anwar. That's it on this episode of To The Point. See you next time with another personality. Goodbye and thanks for watching.